Welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. The NFL Week 11 gets underway Thursday night. Through 10 weeks, they are who we thought they were. Not really. We have rookie quarterbacks playing out of this world. We have veteran quarterbacks and teams struggling. We have some surprises. We have some disappointments. We have a lot going on. So let's get to Thursday night's game. We have the New Orleans Saints 4-5 versus the Carolina Panthers 3-6. Talk about unexpected poor play. Two teams that were expected to defend or to be in the NFC South division hunt this year. You get the Saints, game under 500. You get the Carolina Panthers, defending the NFC champions, 3 games below 500. New Orleans is only 1.5 games out of the division. Still, that's a game and a half with what? This game been 9 so far, so we have 7 to go, and they're not playing that well. Yeah, so we have a chance of the NFC winners from last year not even being in the playoffs. Sad. These two teams played in a few weeks ago. I don't know which week it was. Anyway, New Orleans won that game 41-38. In this game, Carolina is favored by 3.5. With over under at 51.5. I had the Panthers winning. I had them covering the 3.5 and over on the 51.5. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills at 4-5 versus the Cincinnati Bengals 3-5-1. Cincinnati's favored by 4.5. I have them winning, covering, and under on the 43. Pittsburgh Steelers at 4-5, which they're only half game out of the division. So Pittsburgh is, one of the better teams, not a great team, but a good team in the AFC versus 0-10 Cleveland Browns. Pittsburgh favored by 8.5. They win. They cover under on the 48.5. Baltimore Ravens, AFC North leader versus the Dallas Cowboys, NFC East leader. The Ravens 5-4, Cowboys 8-1. Talking about playing out of your mind. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. Wow, these two rookies of just 8-1 for the Cowboys. Wow, we're almost healthy. We're almost back. He's back up this week. I hope Jerry Jones doesn't do something stupid. Do not touch what these rookies have going on. Let it go. Sail on the Romo train. Dak Prescott's your new quarterback. Regardless if he throws a pick, if he struggles, you gotta let him get through it. Go back to the 03-04 Rams. Mark Balger was the starting quarterback. Kurt Warner was backup. Balger struggled. Mike Martz went to Kurt Warner and said, hey, you need to get ready and put you in. He's like, no, let the kid get through this. Let him learn from what he's doing. You gotta struggle in this league in order to get better. So I just hope they don't have the quick trigger if he throws a pick or 2 picks or not looking good in the pocket. If they just, freak out and put Romo in. I hope they don't do that to the kid. Obviously 8-1. He's not seen a lot of diversity this year. He did have last week. He had a comeback victory. The week before, he had a comeback victory. So we'll see. But I do have Dallas winning. They cover the 7 points and over on the 44.5. Very big disappointment this year. Jacksonville Jaguars 2-7 versus a 5-4 and NFC North leading Detroit Lions. Detroit favored by 6.5 at home. I have them winning, covering, and over on the 47. Very intriguing matchup here. We have the 5-5 Tennessee Titans. 1.5 games out of the division lead versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts won game week 6 between the two teams, 34-26. The Titans, I don't know who they are. I want to know who they are. Mariota, I picked him up in fantasy, dropped him, re-picked him up. Had a great game last week. They beat Green Bay. They beat Green Bay badly, but they lost to San Diego the week before. So who are they? Are they a great team? Are they just a 500 team? Obviously a couple victors here. They'd be able to. They're 5-5. Houston's leading the division at 6-3. So I mean, if they want division hopes, playoff hopes, they don't want playoff hopes, win the division. I'm actually picking Tennessee to upset the Colts. I have Mariota on my fantasy team, and I have Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton on my fantasy team. So we'll see how that goes. But I am picking Tennessee to win. Indy's favored by 3. I get Tennessee +3. So I get Tennessee winning, covering the 3, and over on the 52.5. Next we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 4-5 versus the AFC West leading Kansas City Chiefs at 7-2. Kansas City's favored by 7.5 at home. I have them winning, covering, and under on the 44 points. Arizona Cardinals 4-1 versus the Minnesota Vikings 5-4. I want to root for the Vikings here so badly. They're tied for the division lead with the Detroit Lions, but currently they're not in the wild card. They've lost 4 straight. I just don't know. Cardinals are second in their division, 2 games out. I don't know what happened to the Vikings. They were just 5-0. They were just blowing everyone out, and here they are, 5-4, just a mediocre team. Hopefully it's just the stretch they're going through, and they'll be able to figure it out and be back on the winning ways. I'm picking Arizona to win. It's an even pick 'em right now, so Arizona to win and under on the 41.5. Chicago Bears 2-7. They are who we thought they were. Well, at least we know who Cutler was. Anybody surprised? Nope. Okay. New York Giants 6-3. Bears are 0-5 on the road. Giants actually are the NFC wildcard team right now. Giants favored by 6.5. They win. They cover under on the 47. Miami Dolphins 5-4 versus the Los Angeles Rams 4-5. Ironically, the Dolphins have won 4 straight. They are 1-3 on the road, while the Rams are 1-3 at home. So even pick 'em. Taking Miami to win. Under on the 40.5 points. Just not really excited about either of these teams. Jared Goff, number 1 draft pick, not even on the roster. Right? I mean, this Jeff Fisher's such a bad coach. Why people think he's just the savior for the Rams? He wasn't in St. Louis. He won't be in LA. He wasn't for the Houston Oilers, Tennessee Titans. He's a 500 coach. They're a game under 500. It's just a train wreck in LA right now. You blow a number 1 draft pick. You waste all those picks to get to number 1. When you just a few years ago traded a number 2 pick, got a slew of picks. You let a team take your number 2 pick from you to draft a quarterback, and it blew up in their face. You got all these draft picks back. All you had to do is you fucked up. And then you do the same freaking fucking thing. You trade a bunch of draft picks for a number 1 draft pick quarterback, and you don't play him. Really? Miami wins it. Next game, just really. New England Patriots 7-2. Number 1 seed in the AFC East leaders. Brady is undefeated. 1 loss since he's been back. They're 3-1 without Brady. They're 4-1 with Brady. Yeah, versus the San Francisco 49ers 1-8. New England's only favored by 13.5 on the road. There's a shocker. They win. They cover the 13.5 and under on the 51.5. If they don't win by 3 touchdowns, I'll be shocked. Philadelphia 5-4 versus Seattle 6-2-1. Philadelphia's last place in their division, but they're only 1 game out of the wild card. It's a very strong division this year. Seattle leading the NFC West. Seattle favored by 6. I have been winning, covering, and under on the 44.5. I'm going to say the 2 teams. I'm going to say the records, and let's see if you can guess which is the correct combination. Green Bay Packers, Washington Redskins. 5-3-1, 4-5. Packers 4-5. Really? Really? 1-4 in their last 5, lost 3 straight. The last time the Packers were under 500 for a season was in 2008. 8 seasons ago. Redskins are a wild card team currently. What is going on with the Packers? Is McCarthy just gave up? Did he lose the locker room? Are these players not caring? I mean, Aaron Rodgers was one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. They have receiving core. Is this one of those situations where you pay your franchise quarterback $20 million a year and you have no money for the rest of the team? Ooh, I might see a trend of that in the NFL if you look around enough. I'm actually taking Washington at home. They're favored by 2.5. I have them winning. I have them covering. Picking over on the 50.5. And on Monday night, we have a barn burner on Monday night. We have the 6-3 AFC South leading Houston Texans versus the 7-2 AFC wildcard team, the Oakland Raiders. Raiders are favored by 5.5 at home. Or soon to be Las Vegas Raiders. This is actually I was looking at the rankings for the AFC. If the season was over right now, this would not be a playoff matchup. There is a possibility this could be a playoff matchup, first round playoff game, which would be really interesting. I actually have Oakland winning this. I have them covering the 5.5 and over on the 46. So that will wrap up week 11 of the NFL football season. NCAA Week 12, NCAA Week 12 rankings done by yours truly, Born Robert Sports Show. WWE Bragging Rights pay-per-view preview coming up. I'm sorry, not Bragging Rights, Survivor Series. WWE NXT preview coming. Probably will not be doing a preview of the, possibly doing a preview of the NASCAR Final Four at Homestead. If you're a NASCAR fan and you haven't heard who the Final Four is, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, Joey Logano. Carl's first championship would be great. Jimmy Johnson's 7th championship would be great. Either the other two douchebags win. Oh well. Alright, that wraps up our sports show. As always, thanks for watching. Don't just have a great night. Have an American